Hey there, Marky Marks and the Funky Dactyls. What the hell was that?
Everybody's got a price.
Wealth is what it's all about. It's the bottom line. And my wealth runs deeper than just dollars. Because I'm rich in ring prowess, blessed with technical skill, and extremely well off when it comes to wrestling ability.
It's his way.
It's what it all comes down to. And what it all comes down to is this. Money isn't everything. It's the only thing.
Some might cost a little.
Everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
Hey guys, this is Chase. I'm that guy with the gloves. And today, I'm going to do a review on the WWE Hall of Fame Series Wave 3 $1 Million Man, Ted Dibiase. This is the first time Ted Dibiase has had an elite figure. He's had two basic figures, his entrance greats, and the SummerSlam Heritage Series. For such a popular character and for such a mainstay of the late 80s, early 90s WWE scene, WWF at the time, I kept trying to say WWF, but I keep autocorrecting to WWE. I need to watch that before the World Wildlife Foundation comes after me. Anywho, it's very strange to me that we've had a severe lack of $1 Million Man figures. To me, he's a mainstay of WWE. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. He has one of the greatest entrance themes of all time. Now this is the new version of the Hall of Fame packaging. It's a little bit different than what you saw in Wave 1 and 2. It's got the new redesign with the cutoff part here. A little bit smaller, I think, too. And instead of having like the light bulby effect that the other Hall of Fame series ones had with their backer cards, they just decided to go with a basic blue on this thing. And it also has a description of Ted DiBiase's career. And as you can see, unlike the other Hall of Fame series, this one does not include a fourth member. The fourth member of this wave was going to be Cactus Jack, but he was cut. So we got $1 Million Man, Randy Savage, and Jimmy Hart. Big thank you to Edward Underhill on YouTube. Give his channel a look if you guys want to check out some cool wrestling videos. So yeah, as you can tell, it's a little bit different. There's a bunch of like warning labels and stuff on here that I've never seen before, and it's got this label on the back because this is from Canada. Sorry, doing a new setup, so I have to get used to how I'm shooting this, so I'm sorry if the camera was out of focus. And here is our $1 Million Man out of the packaging. For the most part, I'm really happy with this figure, so let's go over the things that I do like about it. Starting off, I really love this face. I mean, just captures that maniacal laugh of Ted DiBiase. Sometimes I complain about the different shades and tones in beards and hair and stuff like that, but here I just think it works really, really well. Yeah, I'm really digging everything about this. It's kind of hard for Mattel to get the open mouth expressions right. Sometimes they just look a little too goofy, but here it looks really good. Yeah, and I'm really liking the way the beard looks. The hair is amazing, man. So you got two different tones in there. Most of the time Mattel usually only goes for one. But yeah, I really, really like what they did with this. This like brown wash on this lighter, almost blondish kind of hair. Looks really good. Mine does have some scuff marks on his face though, so some quality control would be nice. His $1 Million belt, while a cool accessory, I have to admit, there's one glaring flaw with this thing. This is the same belt that came with his entrance greats. Now, that's a good belt, but the belt portion of it is just too damn big. It's impossible to get on his waist without it looking like it's sagging. Okay, so instead of like the usual Mattel ones where you can just kind of press them in, this one you kind of have to like pull it this way and then pull it in and then get it over this part, and then it kind of like latches in there. You see how it's not lined up perfectly? It's just got a latch or whatever. But yeah, see, look how low this thing hangs down here. I mean, if you're trying to bait the ladies, I could see why you would want to do this, or you know, you're trying to show off because you're $1 Million Man in the Hood or whatever. but it just doesn't look very good. I really wish they would have shortened up the length on this belt. Works great on the entrance grates, but here, not so much. It's not great. But again, I do like it. The detailing on this thing is really freaking cool. I love the way all the little dollar signs look. Of his other accessories, I'm really digging this gold briefcase. It's kind of a duller gold. It's like, you know, it doesn't pop or anything like that. But to me, this is the size that the Money in the Bank briefcases should be. I mean, the other ones, if you've seen a lot of other videos, people complain that they're like carry-on luggage size. I mean, they're just giant suitcases, where this is a traditional sized Halliburton briefcase, and it looks great. IRS has a silver version of this. So yeah, whenever their next Money in the Bank figure comes out, I really hope they make it this size. It does pop open like the other ones and then just snaps shut. Now, some people have asked me when this figure was revealed, what is the significance of this basketball? This basketball looks cool, appropriately sized, doesn't have the black laces around here, but for just a kind of a throwaway accessory, I do think it's pretty damn cool. It's the first time we've gotten a basketball in with a WWE figure, so why not? But the significance of the ball, there was a skit that the $1 Million Man was doing on Superstars or one of those shows where he basically had a little kid come up, and if the kid could dribble the basketball X number of times, he would give him money. Well, the kid got to the very end of it, and then Dibiase kicked the ball out from under him, so he didn't get that final dribble. That's what the $1 Million Man did. He would bring people into the ring, bait them to do something for money, and then spoil it to humiliate them. Classic. Now, it may just be me, but I've heard some people complain about this online, that the $1 Million Man is a bit short. It kind of seems like he's the same size as CM Punk. I'm gonna have to do like a height comparison just to kind of get this thing taken care of, but I think for the most part it looks okay proportionate wise. I mean, I will have to double check it. If it's smaller than what he's supposed to be, it would be better if Mattel made it taller, but for the most part, I like it. I think this looks like a perfect representation of the $1 Million Man. Design-wise on his trunks, it's pretty plain. He's got black trunks with gold dollar signs with some silver pieces painted in there. You know, the little diamond parts to accentuate his costume. Now, seeing as how his entrance grates also had this same trunk design, I almost would have preferred them do the white version of this. That would have been cool to see. And his boots have the gold dollars sign on here. Not seeing any little silver pieces on there. That's kind of a shame. But yeah, he's got the long black boots with the white laces on here, and it's got white trim. Nothing on the knee pads. Still do not like the way these knee pads look. And he's got white wrist tape. So articulation on Ted DiBiase. His head can go 360. Ab crunch, waist articulation, shoulder rotates all the way around, upper bicep rotation, bends at the elbow, rotates at the wrist, pivots in and out. His legs can go out, to the side, rotates at the upper hip. He does have the double bend in the knee, but because these knee pads are just too damn thick, it's impossible to get that double bend without it looking goofy. Rotates at the boot. Boot can go backwards and forwards, and it has a bit of an ankle wrap to it. I would like to see some improvements in the boot articulation when it comes to future Mattel releases. I'd love to see a full ankle pivot like what you see on Marvel Legends, and maybe some smoother hinges in here. Ones that don't get loose real easily, but also aren't super stiff. And please, somehow fix these damn knee pads. Like, maybe start using softer rubber or whatever. I mean, or thinner rubber, or plastic, or whatever it is. Don't really know the best way to say it, but I would really like to get the double knee articulation out of this without having to modify these things or just full-on swapping them for smaller knee pads. Overall, I am really satisfied with the WWE Hall of Fame Series 3 $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Jeez, that's a mouthful. Pay me $1 million to say that 95 times. Anyway, I really love the brand new face mold on this. It looks just like Ted DiBiase with his signature laugh. Looks great. I love the coloring in the hair and on the beard. Got some scuff marks, but not a big deal. I can take that off with sandpaper. I love these two accessories. I love the size of the Halliburton briefcase. It looks awesome. The basketball is really cool. It's a funny thing to throw in there. And it's the first time we've ever seen that from Mattel, so points. I'm really happy with the choice of body. I mean, it may be a little too short. I still need to height check it, but I think it looks pretty damn good. Love the way the boots look. And even though the trunks are a basic design, this just looks like $1 Million Man to me. I like the belt. I really wish they could have redesigned it to where it was smaller and it would fit on his waist more naturally. But then again, a lot of times he never wore this without the $1 Million suit on. I've mentioned this before. I wish they would do these open style hands on both arms. I wish they would just kind of get rid of the closed fist thing, because you can't put accessories in this. It just sucks. If Mattel wanted to go the NECA and the Hasbro route, start including some interchangeable hands, that'd be great. The knee pads, I can't get the double bend just because of how thick they are, so that really sucks. But other than that, those are my only complaints about this figure. I'm truly happy with it. So for a final score, I'm gonna give the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, an 8 out of 10. It's one of my favorites from the Hall of Fame series, but some things just kept it down from perfection. Who knows? Maybe he didn't pay off the right guy from Mattel to get the perfect figure. Alright guys, this was Chase from Burnout Inc. I'm that guy with the gloves. See you next time, Space Cowboy. Context as to why I'm saying that now. I seriously love Cowboy Bebop, and I think that's a fun way to end the videos, or a fun way to end it to where it goes into the ending video thing. But let me know what you guys think.